Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing a test of the new Dior Forever Undercover 24-hour wear full coverage foundation. This is what the packaging looks like. It's just your standard nice Dior box. I picked up the shade 031, which is what I wear in the Dior Forever. And I'm going to shake this up. For my primer today, I'm actually going to be using Strobe Cream by MAC, and this is in Gold Light. My skin is just a little on the dry side, so I want to add a little bit of hydration and luminosity because it is a matte foundation. So we're just going to work this into the skin. And I like a matte finish, but again, my skin is pretty dry right now, and I want to make sure that it's nice and hydrated. And then I'm giving it a fair shot. I don't really have like a primer that I use every day. I alternate just depending on how my skin feels. Like if it feels pretty normal, then I have options for that. And then if it feels dry, then I have options for that also. I'm gonna go ahead and just take another good shake at it. I wanna make sure that it's nice and mixed. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that foundation. And I'm going to use this Urban Decay foundation brush. It looks really pretty. So I'm finding that I thought someone said that this was more of a medium. I've been watching some reviews, I'm not gonna lie. But somebody said this is more of a medium coverage, but I find that, like for example, the NARS foundation, that review should be up already, so you guys should go check it out. It's a little bit more of a thinner, runny consistency, so to me that doesn't give me as much coverage as something like this that has a little bit more of a thicker formulation. And I'm finding that I'm more of a fan of a thicker formulation than I am of a runnier consistency. It looks good. Honestly, I don't even think I need any more. I'm going to build just the cheeks a little bit because that's where I have my problem area. But I'm going to show you guys just how little I'm taking. Tiny, tiny amount. And I'm just going to pat this where I want the additional coverage. I have to say, I'm liking it so far. I'm actually loving it. For my powder, I'm going to be using my Chanel setting powder or finishing powder. You guys know that I love this and that I've been using it a lot. And I'm going to use my Chikuhodo GSN 3 brush, and I'm going to powder my face. And I'm just pressing the powder onto my face, and I haven't done my under eyes because I forgot to add my concealer, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to add some concealer. And for that, I'm going to use my NARS, I'm going to use my NARS Soft Matte because I know that this does well on top of powder, and just in case I got any under my eye. And it's easy to build. I want a cup of really good coffee. Alright guys, it is now 1 p.m. and we're gonna wear this. We're gonna see how it plays. I have to say that so far I'm really happy with the way this foundation looks. It's really beautiful coverage. I would say it's not a heavy full coverage, but it definitely does offer coverage. So I would say it's a light full coverage, if that makes sense. Not quite a medium because it has more coverage than a medium, but I love it so far. I will tell you guys that I'm very happy that I moisturized with, I will tell you guys that I'm really happy that I used Strobe Cream because my skin was a little bit on the drier side, and I do find that this is a little bit more of a dry finish, but it is absolutely beautiful. My skin looks really velvety. I have nice coverage. I can still see a little bit of my darker freckles, but overall, I love the coverage. So I'm just going to give you guys some information in regards to this foundation. This does not have your standard pump. This has almost like a little spout on it that you, when you squeeze, the product comes out. It is a nice plastic container. It's not glass. The packaging feels very sleek, and while it is plastic, it doesn't look cheap or feel cheap. It has this nice twist off cap to really make sure that your product is nice and secure. I always appreciate when you get that click at the end because you're really sure that your product is tightly secured. We don't want to have any accidents with a $52 foundation. It is $52. With that being said, there's 1.3 fluid ounces, which is a really nice, generous amount considering that it is a luxe brand. It has a 4-star rating on the Sephora app, and I will tell you guys that my shade is 031 Sable, which is described as a light to medium with warm yellow undertone. I did try 030 and it was a little too peachy for my complexion. This is considered to be a full coverage foundation, and I would agree with it, but I wouldn't say it's like Urban Decay all-nighter full coverage. It is a nice, comfortable wear full coverage. It does feel very light on the skin. It doesn't feel like you have a ton of product on, and a little goes a long way. This is for any skin type. They're saying it's for sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily, you name it, yo mama can wear it. And its claim is that it is a 24-hour full coverage water-based foundation. So being that it's a water-based foundation, I would think that it's a little bit more hydrating, but again, my skin was a little bit on the drier side, and I did have to go in with strobe cream just to make sure that it was nice and hydrated and ready for this foundation. So what else do you need to know about this? According to the Sephora website, it says this Ultra Glide texture doesn't set instantly and can be blended with the fingertips. I ain't about that life. I like to use a brush or a sponge. I do not like to use my fingers to blend my product out. I will go ahead and apply it, but I won't blend it out with my fingers. And then it says start by patting the areas that need correction, then smooth to blend in. If you're looking for totally even coverage for the whole face, you can use a foundation brush. 24-hour wear means you never need to touch up. And this is coming from Peter Phillips, the creative and image director of Dior makeup. So of course, I'm not going to wear this for 24 hours, but it is 1 p.m. and I'm going to wear this for as long as I can. So far, I feel like it's something that will be comfortable to wear. It's not going to feel like, oh, I need to get this makeup off my face. I have some foundations that after 10 hours or so, my oil just kind of starts to blend with it, and it just feels like a thick layer of oily makeup. So I'm excited to try this. And if you guys are curious, on my lips I have on this YSL lip stain, and this one's in the shade 23. And I have Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk on my lips. And for my mascara, I use my Kevyn Aucoin, what is this? The Essential Mascara. So I don't have anything else on. I have Warm Soul on my cheeks again. But other than that, I don't have anything else on my face that is outside of the ordinary for me. So I will be checking in with you guys to give you updates on this bad boy. But so far, I have to say, Mama is happy and excited. I'll check in with you guys soon. And if you're curious about how this wears, then stick around. And as a quick side note, I did not break my no-buy. This is actually, I had a store credit, so I got rid of some foundations, and as I told you guys, foundations and brow products would probably be the things that I would be purchasing, so it's a foundation. Alright guys, I am going to be doing my first check-in. It's 6:42 p.m. There's some creasing on the lids. My skin looks really dewy, There's very minimal wear on the chin and the nose, and that's considering that I've been blowing my nose. I ate. And honestly, I feel like this looked way better about 10 minutes ago, but I gave my son a bath, a hot bath. And I feel like that kind of broke it down a little bit, because when I was in the bathroom with him, I was looking at myself and I'm like, damn, this looks good. So I feel like that had something to do with it, but I will tell you guys that my skin looks very luminous and glowy, and I think that's the strobe cream, because earlier today I was looking at just the side of my face and I'm like, I didn't put highlighter on, and I didn't put highlighter on today. It is the strobe cream just kind of coming through the foundation, but I do love the way this is looking. So far, so good. So I'm gonna continue to wear this, and I'm gonna say that before I post this video, I'm gonna wear this foundation without using strobe cream and also test it for a longer period of time. So I'll probably end up wearing this again tomorrow, and then I'll give you guys my final review before I make my decision, but so far so good. All right guys, it's now 8:41. I don't know if you guys can even see that, 8:41. And I am ready to wash this off. I have been a little bit sick, and I'm ready to just wash everything off, do a really deep hydration mask, and go relax for the rest of the night. It looks really good still. I can see that there is a nice little highlight. It's come off quite a bit around my nose, but everything else looks pretty good. Even just like the wear here is minimal still. The other thing that's really impressive is my eyebrows are like darker than ever, and I've done the same routine that I do with everything else, but they look really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I do love this foundation so far, but like I mentioned before I give my final review, I'm gonna do one more full wear test that you guys will not see, but this way I can kind of base my own opinion on that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stick around for my final thoughts.